Here we go. All right, what up, y'all?
What's happening?
Hey, we back at it again with another mod for Ghost. It's that time, y'all. You know, Ghost, another thing fell off it fell off on the side of the road off that big brown truck, man, and I happened to find it. I'm just saying, man. Yeah, you might want to shut that door a little better so you know stuff don't keep falling off. But trust me, I'll keep taking it.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So as y'all can see, man, we got Ghost over here. Yeah, he doing all right, and I'm gonna show y'all, man. I've been riding a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit because the weather sucks right now in Illinois. It's up and down. But you got some bugs on it.
Sound like excuses.
It's a little cold. I mean, y'all saw me in the last video. I did have a leather jacket on, so
we got hoodies on this, y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely got these hoodies on right now. It's crazy in Illinois. But right after this break, we're gonna show you what we putting in. All right, y'all. So we back. Hey, and I just want y'all to know, man, I be paying attention to the comments, man. You know, about, protecting your tank, protecting your fender. So Montez, appreciate you there. I forgot who else left a comment. So I invested a little money, got the tank cover, and I got the front fender cover. So like, Woo over here trying to guess what I'm gonna do. So
I already know.
So y'all should know by now what we're gonna do.
And tank.
Yeah. Hold that. It's a good chance.
It's a good chance.
It's a good chance.
My memory.
Look, I told you. Off the box. Look at that. Just
It fell off?
Just a brown box, man.
Just round box fell off?
That's it. So, then like I say, look, I'm even doing better with my tools now. I ain't got a little plastic knife. Ain't no chance of cutting nothing. No scratches. We're gonna open this up. See what we got up in here. We almost there. I think we almost there.
Took you long enough.
Hey, I'm trying to be careful.
10s or 12?
Nope, 10s. I stay with 10s because with the new riser on the bar, they tall enough for me. I don't need to be with my blood and arms going numb riding down the highway. Yep. So, man, got me some Dominator bars. Yep. Just a different style than the stock bars, and then got them pre-wired. Not saying I didn't want to struggle with that. But I'm saying I didn't want to waste time struggling with that. I paid that extra money, and I'm gonna send y'all the link to Dominator and see how easy this install is. So we're gonna save a lot of time by having them already pre-wired. So right here, we got a T27 Torx bit. I got my little slow impact. I got it on low, so it'll just go slow to take this off. Actually, I'm gonna start on the bottom one. I'm just gonna put it right here. That little tank right there. That's one. Now we'll do the other one. Nice and easy. Take it out. Put my bolt down here in the little tank cover, which is very handy. And then, there's I gotta take this off with the new ones. There's a connection on your brake lever and on your clutch. So you zoom in on that. You gotta pull this lever back here. There's a little tab here. Just press down and disconnect that. It's all that computer stuff. Good when it works, frustrating as hell when it don't. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let that just kind of hang there. Like I said, got a tank cover now. Ain't got to worry about it. Y'all see them bugs. Y'all see them? Yeah. we gonna repeat the process on the throttle side. Take that.
I might get mine, man. We know how to do everything.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then we're going to take this top one out. Yeah, just hold that. I got it. I'm just going to, it won't fall because it still got that cable connected right there. Yep. So, set this down. Put my screw, and don't forget your washer. Screw in the washer, and then show them down here. We've got a little tank. That way, I got the left and the right. Then, got to repeat the process here again. Pull this boot back. And this right there, it's a little tab. Pull that boot back, and there we go. All right. All right, so even I got that new, well, I don't have the new one, but I got an air breather on there. It's got that shiny black on there. I don't want this, even with the tank protector, I don't want this mirror to come back and hit
Right.
it. So put a little towel on it, put a little painter's tape just to protect it. So it should cover everything. There we go. Now that's protected. All right. Okay, so next step, we're gonna have to take off this cover here. So we're gonna take out, we're gonna get a little Phillips screwdriver, take this little Phillips head out and get a pick, pop that grommet up. Then we'll take these, I'll get the size of these, take these bolts out. And that should just pop apart.
Yeah. A lot easier than when we did the limited.
Oh yeah.
Then we gotta take all, just like a street block.
Gotta take all that off. That's what I said. It should be not too bad. So I would recommend not taking all the way out with the screwdriver and mess around and drop this. So I get it almost all the way out, then take it out by your hand. And then just a little pick in here. Just put it right in the hole. There we go. Just like that. Just to pop it up, pull it out. A little grommet. But I recommend if you're going to use a pick, be extra careful. Take your time. All right. So next we got a little, I think this is, 3/8. So we got 3/8. We're going to remove these nut bolts in here. Get ready. Yeah, I'm going to turk the rest by my hand. Maybe. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Just a little. It's not too long of a bolt. Yep, a little Loctite on there. Yep, in there. Then we'll repeat the process on the other side. There we go. All right, got that out. This is supposed to just pop apart, and we'll have to turn the handlebars a little bit. Break apart. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's
Like
something.
that sound.
I ain't like that. Oh, I think because of this. Okay, then that just pops back in.
Alright.
Okay, so that came apart. Didn't necessarily like that. Oh, I see why. So, video. So I see what I broke. I was supposed to pop this tab off first. So looks like I cracked this little piece there. I mean, I can go buy another one of these.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world. So make sure you pop this tab up first.
Yeah.
All right. So I learned something there. So should have popped that off and then take these out with a Phillips.
2 Phillips. Yeah.
Yep. Not the end of the world. So hopefully I save somebody else some trouble. You know, and they don't be like, oh shit, you tell me that part. But not a big deal. I can order that piece if I want to. Oh, no. Yep. Yeah, that's where we hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. So just the right side, both up. All right, and we'll take this other one out. There we go. So now a little bit. Let's see if I can work this out of here. You back up a little bit. I gotta get. go. Trying to maneuver it out safe as possible like that. This, you got.
Yep.
I recommend lifting your brake lever up and put it on your tank somewhere, like say, so you're not trying to maneuver it out of here. You got to turn your wheel just a little bit to give you a little clearance. And it should come up out of here. A little more. Turn it a little bit, just like that. It's out. All right, so we broke a little clip. Not the end of the world, y'all.
Right. Still ain't scared.
And I guarantee, if they broke your little clip at the shop, you would probably never know. Yeah, right. At least I know I did it, so it's up to me if I want to fix it.
Yeah.
All right, so next, obviously we got to disconnect the wires. All right, y'all. I went and got my trusty dusty Harbor Freight pick, and we're gonna use that to disconnect these wires. I recommend doing this, unless you guys got long fingernails, which I don't, but using the correct tool to get these up out of here is gonna be everything. All right, so we got just three connections. You point down there, Woo. So we got one here, and one here.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start with the one I can reach the easiest. There we go. It's the first one. This one should be pretty easy. Might be able to do this one with my finger. Yeah. There we go. All right, so we got that up out of there. Now we got one more. You come around. Okay, we got one more to get loose. There we go. That came out a lot easier. Boom. Practice makes perfect. First one took me forever. Then I got easy. The more you do it, I guess, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
All right. So now we gotta just take these off. Take these four Allen bolts out. Then the bar should just come off. All right, y'all. So now y'all can see we didn't took the wires off. We didn't took the cover off. Did a little lesson learning there, but now we're gonna take the gooseneck off. So we got a 1/4 inch Allen bolt. Got my impact. We're just gonna take these off, and then we'll have the bars completely disassembled. Just a little bit there, and once these bars start coming down, yeah, we'll just gently lay them down in the tank and finish. Get ready to drop. Yep. Should let it go down. Just gently lay it down on the tank. There we go. Now, this should all just come off. Yep. So now, this should, yep, we gotta fish our wires out through this little, you see right here, this little oval. I'm trying to do one at a time to prevent any pinching. So like I said, don't get too excited, too big a hurry. So you got two on one on your right hand side, and you got one on your left hand side. There you go. There you go.
Bam.
Boom. All right.
15 minutes.
Yeah, not bad at all. So now we've got a T20, I believe this is. Yeah, T20. And we're gonna remove our controls. Yep, because we need those. Actually, I'm gonna start on the bottom one. Nice and easy. And we'll do the same on the top one. Okay. Actually, that one doesn't come out. Yep, it stays in there. So that's something I learned there. I'm trying to take this one all the way out. It does not come out. The bottom one does, but the top one does not. So don't keep trying to force it out. All right, so that's one side. And then I think, yeah. Actually, I just got to unplug here. Back again with the old trusty pick. There we go. There we go. So right here, you can zoom right here. Woo. That's going to be for your heated grips. Made it a lot easier. So you get new, if you get heated grips, just got to plug it in right there, and that's it.
You'll be getting them soon.
One day.
Once that hand is above that dash.
Yep. Oh, I got another one on the bottom. So we got 2 on here. So almost got it. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Yep. So it's on the side, and now a better picture, you can see it. The locking tabs on the side. Yep. So don't try to press here like I did at first. Learn from me. Make fun of me. I don't care. Yep. But now this should just slide off now because there's nothing holding it. What is else holding this on here? That's what. All right, y'all. So as I was trying to figure out why this thing will not come off, I'm like, there's nothing else holding it. You know, figuring out after big shout out to Sick Baggers. So I watched his video, a little clip on it, and I missed this step right here of loosening this. So that's what made it so hard to get this part out of there because you don't have clearance. So all this is this black lever here, right here at the top. You're just gonna open that up. Then you have access to this, and then this just comes off.
Yep.
Boom. Just like that. And then as you can see in here, for your throttle side, the throttles look totally different than the older style.
Yeah.
So it has to line up in this groove. Otherwise it will not work. Let me see. Yep. It just has to fit flush in there like that. You can see right there it's flush. Mm-hmm. And then it actually, yep, it actually has a spring because this is your throttle right here. It's it's all electronic control. But that's it right there. So you didn't know. Now you know. All right, so we're gonna repeat the process on the other side. We're gonna do the driver's side, I should say the clutch hand side. Do this real quick. I don't know. Whew. Now, on the clutch hand side, the bottom one won't come out, but the top one will. It's just longer than you think. Man. That is long. So I recommend using power tools. All right, so now we need to figure out, I'm assuming we got to get this. Oh yeah, we still got one more here. Right in the middle. Now this should, come apart just like that. This middle one, I don't know. Yep, the middle one will come out, y'all. And by the way, this is more your lockings for adjustments. If you can look, it's tapered off. It's not all the way threads on it. So that definitely has to go in that one location. Bottom one, look.
Come out.
It will not come out, y'all. It won't come out, I promise. That's on the bottom one on your clutch hand side, the top one on your throttle side. So now over here, just try to show you, when we got a lot simpler, we only have one connection here. Yep. So there we go. That's that one. Then it just falls out. Hang on, there, it just falls out. Looks like it has little grooves here too, though. So it has a little grooves there. So I'm assuming, yep. You just line those up right there in the groove. So, because you don't want that twisting back and forth.
Right.
Yep. So that was pretty sweet. Boom, boom. All right. So now we'll put this to the side. If anybody needs some cables or new bars, leave us an email, man. We cut you a great price for these right here. Great price. Woo. You know we wasn't gonna go put them.
I know you bought the grips.
But I ain't got the heated ones yet. They're on back order in due time. So right now we just got similar grips, that same style that are on Cranberry, but they're not heated, but I didn't go chrome, I did black. So yep, we'll get these put on. After we get the bars.
He act like I don't know him. I knew he was putting them stock
No
grips
stock.
back on these handlebars.
Absolutely not. All right, y'all. So as you can see, we will show you. I got all the plastic off. I didn't want to waste y'all time looking at that. I was just inspecting the bars and getting all the little tape residue off of it and all that. So, but it looks good though. Looks good. I'm happy with it. So, I mean, they did a good job wiring it. Paint looks good, matches Ghost, so it's gonna look good on here. All right, let's record. All right, y'all. So as we was trying to figure out, because you got the hole there, but that distance, as you can see, is way too far. I was like, that is not gonna look right. And I thought maybe do I like need a cover for it or something, but it's not right. So doing a little more YouTube homework, found out just need a pair of these. Yep. So we're gonna cut this nipple off because this is more for the stock bars. So we're gonna get that wire out the way. We're gonna cut this little nipple off. There we go. Okay. So now we can slide that and butt it all the way against there. Make sure all our wires, no pinching. No pinch wires. Make sure everything is nice and free. And lock that on just like that. Boom. Now we'll put our housing on. So we'll put this cover over. We'll run our connector that's going to the front brake lever. We'll run it out through that way. So make sure to have it through the hole so you don't pinch anything. Okay, we'll line that hole up right there. And we will just gently start it because we don't want to cross thread nothing. Just like that. And we'll do the bottom one. Oh yeah. So these are threaded. Okay, that's why I was like, why is that so tight? So of course there's threaded bolts, but there's actually, I don't know if you can see in there, there's threads in there. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you can't just like force it through. You have to, I'm gonna recommend hand starting it. Definitely don't use the impact to start that. And then get it hand started. Then I'll probably gently get that started like that. Now we can go ahead and put this on. Man, we learning together, y'all. Just like that. We'll get that in there. It's nice and easy. There we go. Make sure that lines up right now, which it should. Go. Okay, we'll do a little on each side to tighten it nice and even together. Just snug it. All right, so now we're on the clutch hand side. So this grip is still important though. We got a little notches here, and then you got a notch here. So that's gonna make sure that this Harley Davidson emblem's lined up in the correct way. So I'm just gonna put it just like that. Just put the red side down. Yep, and then it should be, yep, right way on the other side. As you can see, yep, this lines up just perfect. You got me. Yeah, we going. Oh, that's joker tight compared to the other side. There we go. Then we can adjust that later. So that one was a lot tighter to slide on, but remind you though, that one don't twist like your throttle though. So it is what it is. Real simple here. We only got one plug. Not saying we can't mess it up, but some people will. I'm just gonna listen for a little click, just like that. Then we're gonna put our rear part of our gauge control on the housing, I guess we would call it. We're gonna put that through here. And then make sure this comes out that end because you don't want to pinch this. You don't want all kind of wires. I've had problems where I did bars before. If y'all follow the channel where I pinched the wire and was not happy. So that butts up just like that. It's pretty simple there. Like that. And still not going to snug it. And then on this side we have our piece that locks that in place. So we'll get these in here. Tighten that just like that. We'll tighten that middle one later. So, because that's just your final adjustments. So everything's now pretty much, we're ready to put the bars back on the bike, y'all. Oh, shit. So we're going to take off the hoodie. Yeah, y'all got the merch coming, y'all. If y'all need some merch, let us know. We'll let you know. We can hook you up. All right, so we'll keep the bars kind of like we did before. We're just going to lay them on the tank. And then we're going to fish these wires through here. I'm going to go with the thicker ones first. We got 2. Just to get those through there. And then we'll get those connected. Some people, I'm sure, are going to comment and say, should just cut the zip tie.
No.
But nah, I'm not doing that. Bike just woke back up when I connected that. So some people say disconnect that fuse. We did not do that. So as you can see, it just woke the bike back up. We'll see if it throws codes. If it does, we'll get them reset. There we go. Got the click there. Now we'll get our last wire ran through here. Don't want no kinks. And we'll get that. Yep. Now, the bike is back. Whoa! Hopefully, we'll see what happens when I connect everything. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. So I'm gonna pull some of these wires too, because shout out to y'all, Dominator, y'all did give me plenty of wire. All right. Okay, so now we got the wires, and we'll tuck those in there. We'll get that centered, nice like that.
You want to put them where you want them?
Nah, not till I sit on it.
Okay.
I know that's gonna be close. That's why. Yeah, so we won't torque those down yet, but once again, I've been listening. So I did buy a torque wrench now with so we'll get it torqued down to 26 foot-pounds, so that's what it's supposed to be. But now we just gotta put our mirrors back on. Loosen the other one. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Just gotta make sure, take your time and make sure you got all your clearance. You don't have no pinch cables and all that. So me and Wu took a little extra time here, precautionary, because we don't want no problems. And then just like that, that's nice and covered. Then I'm a big fan of just hand starting these just a little bit. Go ahead and I'm gonna lay this on here. I'm gonna pull this boot back just so I can have enough clearance to see. So I can just make sure that goes right in there, just like that. And cover that back up with my boot. Boot back over it. Then keep that out the way so we don't want nothing rubbing. Boom, just like that. I like that. We'll get that all the way as much as we can. What that is, tape, I'm hoping. All right, now got those bad bitches on there.
Yep.
Yeah, good, but we ain't done yet.
Oh yeah, we gotta cover that.
Still gotta cover these
All
wires. All right, and y'all remember, we'll start with the piece that I cracked at the beginning right here. So we'll start with this. And then try to turn these bars.
Let me turn it back this way.
There we go. There we go. Hell, just take your time, wiggle it back and forth, turn the handlebars. If you got a friend, call them.
Oh, yeah, you still hitting them. right here.
Yeah.
So let me keep it this way till you get it down.
There we go. All right. Now, yep, because you just got to turn the handlebars till you get it low enough. And we're just going to tuck these wires up in here. They're just going to be covered. Then you got a clip here, and there's a clip down here at the bottom. Just kind of get those lined up. Make sure nothing's pinching. All the wires are out of the way. You heard that click there? You heard that click there? Now we'll put our push pin in. We'll put that in. And that holds that together. Well, I only need to put one in now because I broke the bracket.
You might well put it in though.
Yeah.
That way you know where it's at.
Yep. I'll line that up.
We'll fix it on a rainy day.
Yeah, got nothing else to do. I'm gonna hand start that just like that so I don't drop it again. Just tighten that up. And it's just basically holding this all in place. Boom, and then we'll finish with the one up here. That's that. These 1.5-inch bars make a difference. I'll tell you that. As far as room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the last little piece. The first thing we should have done that we didn't do is take this off. But hey,
We live and we learn.
hey, I'm telling you, hopefully I save somebody else from doing the same thing. And then all we're gonna do is just pretty much pop this back on here. Maybe. There we go. Just like that. Boom.
Everything back like it was.
Yep. All right, so I got the bars to the riding position I like. Like I say, I finally invested in a torque wrench. Oh, I had a torque wrench, but now I got a nice digital torque wrench.
Yeah.
Got a big one and a small one. So we're gonna torque these down to 26 foot-pounds. There we go, 26. Yep. All right, now we'll come down here. Make sure it's fully seated. There we go. There we go. I like when it takes the guessing out. There we go. 26 foot-pounds. There we go. Break now. I guess we gotta see if it starts.
But yeah, see if we got any codes, we'll clear them. Another happy customer. Huh?
Need some pipes.
Knowing him, he probably already got them. You know how he does, though.
All right, what up, y'all? Hey, as y'all saw me rolling, so the handlebars stayed up. You know, I do have a few codes. Got to figure out how to reset the codes. I did a little YouTubing. It didn't work. So worst case scenario, I got to take it to the shop. They'll reset it probably for me real quick. But all in all, wasn't a bad install for not ever doing it, you know, on the Road Glide, the new Road Glide version. But just once again, y'all can do that. If y'all haven't already, man, you know, hit that subscribe button, man. We love the comments. If y'all know, we be responding pretty quick, so keep them coming.
Yes, sir.
Yep, always share it.
Like.
Definitely. And until next time.
Peace.